So Canopy stock has found a short-term bottom on what appears to be a short squeeze interest. Now the company's short interest as a percentage of its float is sitting at around 15%. In addition to tailwinds tied to potential U.S. legalization, there's now a momentum stock or trade in this sector. Now you can see in March we had a great month for the bag holders. This is a bullish engulfing candle, as it has engulfed the candles of February, January, December, November, and October. Now what we also can see for April, we have an indecision candle, rightfully so, as prices are up about 150%. However, the real sellers are further up at the $22 level. You can see back in September, price got as high as $19.50 before pulling back. So this is the level that I'm looking at. Going to the weekly chart. We saw a gap and go. So what you can say is that this is weekly buyers. And this is that short-term support that potentially exists at $6. Going down to the daily chart. Again, just short-term bottom, as you did get a candle close above this short-term down trend line. It's also important to note that price came off of what we have is dynamic support. The 200-day is the yellow line. The white line is the 100-day. The red line is the 50-day. And we have potentially in the making of a golden cross in the future. That's where this red line is going to cross over and above the 200-day moving average. Now let's get into the news. Among the unlikely winners, seeing strong interest in today's market, Canopy Growth is on a tear. Shares are up a whopping 25%. Primary question of whether the stock is due for a short squeeze or not. With short interest as a percentage of the company's floating sitting at about 15%, it's clear many in the market are taking the other side of this move. That said, when a stock is surging in this magnitude, short sellers can see their trades blow up in their faces very quickly. This sort of spiral is what many appear to be betting on right now. Now, fueling this fire is increasingly positive sentiment around cannabis rescheduling and legalization in the U.S. market. Canopy Growth notably announced plans to enter the U.S. cannabis market via plans to launch Canopy Growth USA. Now, given how far Canopy Growth has declined over the last year, it's perfectly reasonable to assume some amount of short squeeze interest exists with this stock. And we're seeing a surge in short interest once again. The author expects the number to continue rising given the bearish sentiment baked into investors' mind, at least in recent years. So again, I would anticipate this $6 holding. Again, you got all these moving averages now serving as support, bottoming out, and starting to move higher. You also have the makings of a potential golden cross in the future. So this is very bullish, and you could say that you just have a bullish flag right here. So let's see what happens in the coming months, but I think for sure the bottoms are in on Canopy. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.